Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Hey, I got 15 coins. Welcome back. I tested a couple machines off camera. I don't have a definitive
We're back to illegal gambling.
stuff. This is probably it, actually. I just did 2 in a row.
You putting out 3 at a time.
There's yeah, I've been doing that this whole time.
That reminds me of what I did in I sort of cheated, but not really, in Fallout New Vegas with the casino mechanic in the game.
Right.
There was an achievement on Steam, and I didn't get it, and I was like, yet by this point, I'm like, okay, yeah. I was like, it doesn't sound too hard. I saved I made a file, like a save file, before I decided to get the achievement because it said get kicked out, get kicked out of all the casinos on the Vegas Strip. And I thought, does that mean I'll never be able to enter the buildings again? So I was like, I'll just save the game and then see what happens. So I looked up online the quickest way to do that, because I wasn't gonna learn how to play blackjack.
Machine.
Literally, I found the easiest way for me, at least, was go up to the blackjack table, literally just keep doubling my bet until I get kicked out, because I kept doubling a bet. So I bet max, which was 200, then I doubled it, which was 400, and then literally random chance built up to where I ended up winning more than I lost. So
Right,
I got.
So there's no definitive one, I guess. That's just unfortunate. I'll just go with the one I thought I was doing good with.
And I sort of cheated because I would save the game before I started the gambling part. So if I lost my money, I would just reload the save. And then I ended up just random probability. I won so much they kicked me out of the casino because they're like, nope, I'm tired of. They said, and I quote, "I'm tired of you paying you to win our money," or something. I don't know, paying you to play. But I didn't get kicked out of the rest. It was just I couldn't play any of the machines.
Right.
Which was nice because there was still some quest lines in the casino buildings I haven't finished.
Right.
And you can't get XP. That's the fastest way through quest and to level up. And I just got some DLC for that game. But not just, I haven't played it yet. Because that in time, I was I want to make sure my character wasn't complete garbage. I was going to die before I started getting to the DLC.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Alright.
You lined up the Gazoolis.
The what?
Gazoolis. Gazoolis.
Alright.
Is that going to be the next Let's Talk Gaming thing? Gazoolis?
I don't know. Probably not as much since you just addressed it.
Damn.
I don't know.
Just killed it. Just killed Gazoolis.
Possible. I don't fucking know. It's a Pokemon Yellow game.
What does the Meowth things mean?
Oh! 10 coins?
Okay.
Possibly. I think Meowth, Coughing, and Arbok are the same. I could be wrong.
I thought Meowth would be you lost money or something.
I thought that was going to be the deal with Coughing, but no, I made money off of everything that I've paired.
It's just regular slot machine then.
Damn it.
Want me to tell my Google story?
Might as well.
Okay. So, earlier this week, I was on YouTube, and then I saw a Vsauce video. I'm like, oh look, Vsauce posted a new
Yeah, Meowth
video.
is 15.
Okay. And I was I'll check that out. So I was watching it, and they were just answering some questions they normally get because they were on their brain train or whatever.
I
their
don't
their show tour.
Alright.
with Adam Savage, and that's the only reason I know because Adam Savage is with them.
Damn it.
So, and then at the end, they're like, this video is sponsored by Google Science Fair, and they started talking about that, and then Michael, hey Vsauce Michael here was like, oh, make sure you go like check it out because you know like the science of blah blah. I'm like, oh, I'll go check that out. I don't remember what he said, so I went to check it out.
I haven't gotten a straight down the middle. I don't think.
And then I was thinking, oh, it'd be cool to enter that, like just enter the science fair for them. I never entered the science fair before, surprisingly enough, and I was still eligible to enter, so I thought that was pretty cool. Just see what would happen.
Yeah.
I knew I probably wouldn't win, just because it's Google and there's a lot of people probably entering it. And then I looked at the rules and like stuff, and I'm like, oh, they want like what you should cover. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll look at past winners because they have like a page of all the past winners, a description of their stuff, and maybe a video. So the first video I saw,
Hey.
the first video I saw of like a past winner was it was about a girl who like saw the news, and like the video was like, oh, yes, I was watching the news, and then I won't even like try to describe it. So she was watching the news, and she saw the Ebola outbreak and went, how can I help?
I got sick and was out for like a week or like 2 weeks during that, and I came back and that's all I heard.
And people thought you had Ebola. Anyway.
That's literally all I heard was, you have Ebola. It's like, just do your math.
Anyways, so she invented or created or stole, I don't know.
Took me a second.
Google, please. Anyways, so she submitted in the science fair a cloth, a silk thing.
Damn, ran out of coins.
A silk X. That's it. Kind of
I would like to buy more
that
coins.
did not require refrigeration, and that could test and like that would test positive or negative for Ebola within 30 minutes.
Yep.
How much are you spending?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I bought some potions. I'm fine. I'm not catching anything else.
So she got a cheap. So she created a cheap,
Actually, I do
low
need
maintenance,
some money.
and fast acting Ebola testing thing. I'm like, okay, that seems like that's like, you know, pretty cool and everything. I wonder what the next guy was. The next person created a self-powered safe vaccine storage transportation for isolated communities. It was a kinetic powered refrigeration unit that kept at a constant temperature for vaccines. Powered by, you can like hook it up to a bicycle and like the spinning wheels powered it.
I get that.
Okay. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So the person who made the silk Ebola thing had like experimental lab
Andrew, name
thing.
this episode Silk Ebola thing.
And the kid who made the vaccine transportation had literally had a workshop barn. I'm like, okay, these people have like a lot of tools at their disposal.
Yeah.
And then the next person, I just kept like, I was really curious at that point. I just kept going down, and like they're pretty neat seeing how like most of them like teenagers, and like some of them were like, you know,
This could be
school
me.
people. Like this couldn't be me actually because I don't have. I'll get to
Words.
Yeah, I'll get to that later. Anyways. What was the next one? What was the next one? Oh, the next person?
A cotton.
The next person was like British. Everyone so far was from
what's
America.
it called? Zika. Cotton Zika stuff.
No, actually close, but no. So this is like the only foreign, like non-American person who like I watched the video of, because I only like watched 5 people and then like I stopped. I only saw like 5 past winners, so there's probably more, but like it's random chance, I guess. Most of them were American except for this one British guy. He I guess his relative got Alzheimer's or something, and then he was like, how can I help? That seems to be a trend. Which isn't bad.
Use their powers for the greater good.
Yep.
The guy says as he gambles all of his money away.
Yeah. In Pokemon Yellow. So.
And in life.
So he researches and then finds and tests a chemical either like secreted by the brain when in very early stages of Alzheimer's, increasing diagnosis of Alzheimer's, so it's like earlier, and like he won 1 year for that. I think there are like 16 winners, but there's probably like millions of people entering. Like 16 people a year, and those 16 like are broken up into subcategories. But so he figured out how to diagnose I almost said autism, Alzheimer's.
There we go,
faster.
one down the middle.
Nice.
Fucking long enough.
And then another kid, and this person also had a lab. He had like a laboratory at his disposal, along with like a professor mentor.
I thought you
So-
like, this kid had a lap. I'm like, yeah, most people do. I have my controller, hands, and phone on it.
So far, most of these people had like a really nice setup to work in, like expensive. Like they're really lucky with the, or fortunate with the materials they had at their disposal. And then one kid who mainly used a laptop and like math equations figured out, and this kid's like incredibly smart. So he figured out how to eliminate double readings of quasars when the light produced from it is bent around large gravitational fields. You understand?
No.
Okay, so you see that red Jupiter down there, or whatever, that red planet to the left in the corner?
Oh, of the frame, yes.
Yeah. So imagine that's Earth, and that blue thing to the right is like the thing producing light, and
Okay.
there's like in the
So
middle.
the sun.
Yeah. Imagine in the middle, there's like, there's a massive gravitational field, like a black hole or something.
Okay.
Just theoretical, like the black hole doesn't like destroy the planet or the sun or anything.
No, I won't.
So
I'm not even looking at the screen anymore. I'm just looking at the planets.
now, in this example, the center of the screen is like a large galaxy cluster.
Okay. I saw the 7 in the first column and then flash the screen. I honestly thought I just hit it really quickly. Sorry. I had a mini panic attack. Alright.
So the center of the screen is large galaxy clusters. The red planet is Earth, and then the blue star to the right is a quasar. Now,
Alright.
light from the quasar is affected by the gravitational field of the large galaxy cluster in the middle. So it bends like around. And when it gets to Earth, you have two separate readings of the same quasar. This kid figured out a mathematical formula, equation, and algorithm to eliminate almost all the double readings from one quasar.
Huh. How?
I don't
I
even
could barely
know.
follow that.
I understand the concept, like, of the problem.
I don't.
I don't understand the concept of the solution. I think it had to be backtracking. It had to be calculating. The algorithm had to calculate or pull information of the gravitational field from the super galaxy clusters, or gravitational fields large enough to affect the path of light, and then through distance and like angles and like determine where the light will come from through the gravitational maze of the universe.
Science.
Yeah.
Science rules.
So like that kid, whole nother level.
Andrew, if it's physically possible and you haven't done a ton of work, I want you to open today's episode with the Bill Nye the Science Guy theme. Thank you.
Science, the episode. Ebola, silk stuff, science.
Silky Boulder thing, or whatever the fuck you said that I said to be the title.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have my notepad open. I'll be writing all this down.
So
What I do when I'm editing, I have my notepad open on my phone, and I just write stuff down. Like
There was
potential
one-
episode titles.
other person who was from buttfuck nowhere as well.
Oh, so they were local.
Yeah. Local for buttfuck nowhere. I forget what she did. in her video, like on all these videos were pretty official looking, except for the guy who made, except for a kid who submitted an air battery design using zinc, which was pretty cool, and like he definitely came from that kid, the kid who made the air battery design, it was a low quality video with like wind blowing in the microphone, so you could tell he sort of came from I don't have a university lab or a like a literal barn full of tools I can build shit with, like all the other people I saw came from.
Right.
I forget what oh, the girl from Buttfuck Nowhere. She made something to do with water. I forget if just something to do with water. Maybe it was probably water filtration, or maybe it was like water something to do with water. Yeah. And then she also had like an entire lab at her disposal as well, as the video indicated. So I was like, okay, you know what? Even though I'm probably going to lose to people who had far more resources than I do, I'm still going to like do my best and enter a design and like something.
It's like that shit hurts.
Like it hurts that they have a lot more stuff than me, but I'm going to try anyways. I don't care if I lose. I knew I was going to lose anyways. It didn't matter to me anyway.
Yeah.
At this point, so I went to enter. I find out that registration has ended.
You spent your whole time watching.
I spent an entire night looking into this.
I've done shit like that before.
It ended a month early, in like February.
Oh. Damn.
I'm just like, are you kidding me?
I wasted all this time. We can just do it next year.
You can do it next year.
Oh, will you not be eligible?
Well, it's like 13 to 18. And like, you know, I'm like 18 this year, so like that would be like on the fence.
Oh.
And I'm assuming it's like Boy Scouts of America, where it's like it's like 13 to 18 as well, but you don't stay with it till your 18th year. Once you're 18, they like
fuck you.
Kind of.
Not like that. They
don't actually like, you know, kick you, whatever that was.
Make what I just said.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna choose to ignore it.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, fucking. I guess I'll use either coughing or I'll probably use an Arbok in the thumbnail, just because I haven't actually gone into a battle this episode. This episode's just been gambling.
Arbok, cherry bar, and coughing, and
maybe I don't know.
And a 7. You got the 7. I forgot.
Well, not the 7. I'm not gonna get the 7. I was really hoping I would just get the 7.
Oh, I see. 3 is like the cross patterns.
Yeah.
Okay, I get this now. Okay.
I'm not having a fun time, John.
Yeah. So, and like, and now that like I'm explaining that Google Science Fair and everything and all the past winners, it's like most of them have enough resources to not need the scholarship or like the cash prize. They just want the recognition. Like the main reason they would, other than wanting to improve the world around them, which is, you know, good, but it kind of seemed like a lot of the people like they didn't need scholarship. Like they could definitely, at least in America, go to college relatively easily without much like financial trouble.
Right.
You know what I mean? Except for like that one. Now I only saw 5, so maybe it was like, you know, just random. I saw like all the people who put a lot of effort into making their video like look as professional as possible. Maybe they just like borrowed their, like went into the local lab down the street and went, hey, can I just film something real quick? And they could have done that. Except that one guy who stood out in the street on a windy day explaining his air battery. while like you get that, you know what I'm talking about, like when you have a camera outside and then wind's blowing, you get that like sound effect.
Yeah.
From the wind brushing past the microphone.
Right.
And then his explanation, he had a sheet of paper and a pencil, and like he drew something out ahead of time. He was just like explaining how it worked. I'm like, this kid doesn't have much to work with. Which was great because he was a winner with his air battery, but like everyone else like that I saw didn't really have that problem. That kid did.
Yeah. Speaking of problems, I wonder what evolution we're gonna get because Owen DM'd me back. Maybe we'll find that out next episode.
It's been like 3 episodes. This is great.
Talk to you guys later. Okay, this next episode can't be the length of the rest of the ones this session because we're gonna have to get ready for the Splatfest thing.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why I'm making long.
No, it's perfectly good. The good episodes.
That's good.